coachxnate. So you guys, I'm getting back on the YouTube grind. Been slacking on it just because, for one, it's hard to find videographers. For two, so much stuff going on, man. It's hard to balance, like, you know, getting my workouts in, wanting to post content, the business, Nemesis X, as you guys know. Just a lot of different things, man, but definitely want to start getting consistent on the YouTube. I'm starting a new program with Pitt. It's a powerlifting program, and my goal for this program is just to be able to get as strong as possible and to be able to eventually compete. Maybe this year, maybe next year. We'll see. I haven't looked at any recent meets coming up, but I feel like, man, powerlifting is just such a great tool to learn because it's adaptable, man. It's very just, it teaches you the basics and the fundamentals. Anybody trying to get into lifting who's a newbie or doesn't know anything about lifting, you want to start with powerlifting because it teaches you the fundamentals. It teaches you how to really lift, and it's injury preventative, and it's transferable. Like, I'm an athlete, and I never thought lifting heavy would be good for me, but what it taught me is a lot of body awareness, you know what I'm saying? And it's also a good thing that I'm getting coached by one of the best in the world, Pitbull Torres. So stay tuned on this little journey, man. Today, I'm gonna get a workout with Pitt. Just going through my warm-up right now, and yeah, we'll get this money. And you guys can see, man, I go through a pretty extensive warm-up. Me personally, I just like to make sure my body is fully warm, glutes are firing, hamstrings, calves, everything. I usually start 5 minutes on the bike, or I'll do 300 jump ropes, and then I'll go through like a little dynamic warm-up. Always include the bands. You don't have to go through a warm-up like this, just go through whatever makes you feel comfortable. But for me, I like to really get my body warm, get my body loose. That way I know everything's firing on all cylinders, and it just makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Do what makes you feel good. I just finished up my first set. We got board press bench today. Gonna do 4 sets of 10, RPE, what, 6?
Yeah.
RPE 6. Like I said, we're hopping on this new program. It's one of Pitt's old trainers. And exclusive content. I don't think the app's out yet, but you know, Pitt got access to it because it's Pitbull Torres. You know what I'm saying? So right now we got board press 4x10, RPE 6. I just finished up my first set. It's just warming up right now. And then today is kind of like an upper body, mixing a little lower body today too. We got bench, step ups, then we're throwing some back accessories, some shoulders, and then I think we're gonna finish with some triceps. So stay tuned to the whole workout. Follow it, learn something. Get strong as fuck. What are you gonna do for your team? All right, so this is my second set. My first set I did 225, but felt it was a little heavy, so I dropped back down to 205. Just some bench techniques, some stuff that I've learned along the way from Pitt and from working with other people. A good way to increase your bench press, man, is bringing the weight down if it's too heavy, first and foremost, and really just being able to use your back, right? So a lot of the times, I know me, I did it a lot of athletes, we overextend our arms and we emphasize our shoulder a lot, which is why a lot of times when you do a lot of bench press, your shoulders will start to flare up and your elbows will start to hurt because you're putting a lot of pressure on the joint. So things I've learned is just you want to retract your scapula. So you want to go from here, like even when you're on racket, usually when I first started out, I'd racket and I'd be here and I'd bench all shoulders and triceps, which is cool for like bodybuilding movements, but when you're really trying to understand and learn how to bench, you want to do it properly. So you want to retract your scapula, okay? You want to squeeze your lats down. You kind of want to break the bar apart, so that's going to help you keep your lats tight. And then with your elbows, kind of want to be at like you don't want to be 90, because of course that's too much shoulder. You don't want to be too far in, because that's a lot of tricep. You want to kind of be midway for that. Drop that bar right below the chest, okay? Keeping everything tight, and explode back towards your forehead. All right, so I'll kind of show y'all what that looks like right here. When I set up, I like to get my feet underneath me, draw back and create that arch in my back. It just helps me squeeze my lats and bring them back into the bench. Lats tight. Smooth, under control. Get 2 more sets of that. Second exercise, we got it gives you a choice. Like this program, it gives you a choice. So I'm gonna do barbell step ups. Anytime I do like a step up movement or anything like that, I like to do it in that athletic way, because that's just, you know, saying my background. So just a couple pointers. Just like when you take the bar off the squat, when you do a lunge, you want to make sure that you're bringing your shoulder blades back, okay? Because you want to stay tight. Squeezing your shoulder blades back, you want to break that bar over your traps, okay? Also, you want to keep your core tight, and you want to swing your hips forward. So you don't want to have that tilt like most people have. You want to bring your hips forward, keep your core tight, and you want to put force into the bench. All right, so you want to come up, boom, explode up. All right, what's up, buddy? Okay, explode up. Now you want to put, types of Tyson gets excited when we work out. Come on, Papa. Tyson, come here. Alright, done for today, just finished up. Today was a brutal one. I know that because whenever I get that feeling in my stomach to where I want to throw up, that's how I know I got it in. Everything was anywhere in between 10 to 15 reps, 3 sets, so it was brutal. Again, this program it's like specifically tailored to you. Like I'm going off of what Pitt is doing, but kind of just going off of that and basing it off of my weight and stuff like that. So we started off with board press. We did 4 sets of 10. I did 205. Felt pretty good right there. I was a little gassed. Gave you guys some technique tips in there. And then we did step-ups. I did barbell step-ups. Man, those ones lit me up. My legs was on fire. And you'll see in the clips too, I was doing it subconsciously, but when we tend to get tired, we start to lose focus on the reps, and you start to just try to do them just to finish them. And I felt myself doing it, but when you're tired and you're really fatigued, your muscles are fatigued, that's when you actually really want to tap in and really take the reps slow and control it. So that's something I have to get better on. My body just has to adapt to doing, sets of 15 again, but no excuse, man, when your body's fatigued, even if you're in a game situation, anything, man, that's when you have to really tap in the most. So we did 3 sets of 12 to 15 there, and then we did dumbbell rows. It felt good to do dumbbell rows. I haven't did those in a while. Even on those ones too, Pitt was telling me, to slow down on that. Again, it's just when you get fatigued, you start to think like, let me finish. So need to get better with those, having more squeeze, having more control. 3 sets of 15 there. And then we did lateral raises, 3 sets of 15. Those lit my shoulders up, man. And then we finished off with some skull crushers, set of 15, supersetted that with some bicep curls. Each day will be a little different. I still don't know exactly what we're gonna do each day, but it's written on the program. But like I said before in the beginning, I do plan on competing, just to push myself. And I haven't competed in something in a while, and it will feel good to. I'm gonna go in there, obviously try to win. I'm just not gonna do it just to do it. Part of being a rare breed, man. Part of my brand, you versus you, is really tapping in and holding in your craft. And you just don't do shit just to do it, right? If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go all in, and I'm gonna try to be the best. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna be the best at what I do. So continue to follow this journey. Appreciate my girl Katie behind the camera. I want to tap in once a week with these videos, give you guys some different content. Of course, following this journey, but also getting content of me training people and just trying to provide tips. So hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Peace.